nightlife, just like Tinder, just like many things in this world, is rigged against men in order to make them feel insecure, in order to make them spend excessive amounts of money on booze, to get drunk, to get Dutch courage, and to impress the girlies. In case you are new to the channel, I am Joseph, I am the Wing Bro. On this channel I discuss relationships, I discuss cold approach, and I discuss daytime and nighttime approach. I did a very intensive decade in nightlife, including 4 years with my own promotion. So I do have a lot of experience in exactly the material I'm about to share with you. So, particularly bottle service nightclubs, these really are the chief culprits here. So there are bars and clubs that put on great live music. They have a very open, should we say inclusive feel in the best possible way, where all comers can basically come in and just enjoy themselves, right? As long as you look presentable. And then you have other bars which set up artificial hierarchies, right, that you have to buy your way into in order to separate yourself from the crowd, or in order to give yourself a sense of status in this kind of environment. You're bombarded with strobe, the lights are obviously dim and dark, and the music is pounding. Your senses are already a little bit on overload. On top of that, you see the beautiful girls who've got dressed up. You see the other guys around going on, and you know, they're getting into the girls and all the rest of it. And you think, wow, I need to keep up. I need to be one of the cool people as well. I need to go and get myself a bottle. And before you know it, you know, as these like young people, they're on a salary of 1,200 euros. They just spent 200 euros on a bottle, right? It's absolutely ridiculous. And the club knows exactly what it's doing, and you yeah, they've made thousands of euros just off some people trying to be cool, just off human hierarchy and human status, and it's overwhelmingly men that pay for it, and because they want to be seen as the dogs, the dons. So that's how it works, boys. That is how it works. So those types of bars, table service bars, avoid at all costs. Don't go in, don't engage, do not engage. So the question is, with all of this in mind, what do you do? What do you actually do? I've just delineated there some of the issues you have in clubs, which can be very difficult to overcome, apart from maybe a small subset of nights. Online is weighted against you. We know that. We know that from the stats of the algorithm. It's all weighted against men. The way they make money is simply to get men to pay for all these premium services and premium things, and most men get absolutely fuck all. No matter how good they are, they get absolutely naff all. So what's the solution? What is the solution? What should a smart guy do? What should an intelligent and astute guy do? Well, this is where daytime approach comes in. This is where daytime approach can be a really amazing angle for the right guy. An amazing angle for the right guy. Because you're free. You're out there in the street. There's nothing to stop you. There's nobody to stop you. You basically, there's no music, there's no strobe. The girls are all there. They're just relaxed. They're not on a big ego trip. They're just out shopping. And for the right guy with the right social skills, who looks presentable, can go over, you can actually start to make things happen anytime, any place. So it's this open, free space. You've gone from being confined and constrained and frustrated to this open space of opportunity, this just land of opportunity. Basically, it's just all there waiting for you. Yeah, and you know, let's be realistic. How many do you need? You only really need one, right? So the odds are hugely in your favor. So you've got all of these options in theory, and you have all this freedom, but you are not free in the one place that it counts. You're not free in your mind. You're inhibited due to goodness knows what, social conditioning, upbringing, whatever it is, right? And this is actually completely normal in our cultures, right? Like Western Europe and so on, USA, because cold approach is not a normal thing guys do. So anytime you step outside the norm, the social norm, you feel like, wow, I'm breaking the rules. Like someone is going to come and arrest me, someone's going to come and hassle me, some big guy's going to come and rugby tackle me down. Now these are the types of things that go through your head, right? I know, because all of these things have been through my head and anyone else who does cold approach, right? So you are not free in the one place you need to be free. You've got all the freedom in theory, you can't make the right move. You also perhaps fear you maybe just lack a few of the technical skills as well. There aren't too many technical skills, but you do need to have them. And so what do? Maybe you go out, maybe you try a few approaches, and you try and get the engine running, and you're just revving and revving and revving, and there's no forward momentum, there's no movement, and you just stall out. You see the beautiful girl, she's there, she looks fucking perfect. You've got this whole fantasy, like just spiraling out, from just taking a quick glance at her. You could go, I don't know, go for a picnic with her, go play tennis with her. She could be your next Valentine. All of these possibilities, and you just get overawed by the situation. You start to become conscious of your surroundings. What if they see? What if people hear me? All of these things, everything in your surroundings inhibits you from having the courage of your convictions, from actually going for what you want to go for. So all of these surroundings, being conscious of all of that, basically just messes you up, right? It doesn't help. And this is all normal. This is all completely normal. And she goes past. The beauty goes past, and you haven't done anything. And then you say, oh God, I can't chase her because that's too weird. So you turn around, you go home, you're dejected, you're frustrated, and you just don't know what the solution is. Like, what is this so difficult just to go over to talk to the girl in public? It should be easy, and it is easy, but we just make it so difficult for ourselves. And it's not easy to unplug yourself, yeah? So this is where the Wing Bro and my channel and this work comes in. Everything I've just described there is completely normal, and it's all to be expected. And you can feel down on yourself. You can feel like, as I say, why can't I just do this? You maybe see friends who just miraculously met their girlfriend in a bar like this, for example, or just randomly on holiday or at work or something, and you're there wishing and wanting and waiting, or maybe you've just got lucky a few times in the past and you don't really have any control or agency, and that's just left you totally in a state of frustration. All of this is completely normal. Yeah, you think to yourself, why me? Why am I in this purgatory? Surely life was not supposed to be this difficult, right? And maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. We don't have in the modern world, we don't have the village fete. Yeah, we're not in a tribe. You're not going to meet Sally at the village show and be introduced through your community. That does not even exist anymore. So we've got to make it happen ourselves. But in doing so, that's actually our opportunity for greatness. That's actually our opportunity for self-definition and self-control. So, yeah, and this is where my service comes in, my virtual wingman service. So, let me quickly talk you through the program. Within this program, I will talk you through on the very first night before you go out, exactly in detail how you do a daytime approach, so that you go out knowing exactly what to do. There's no mystery in your mind. You know what to do. and you can move forward with a clear plan. I don't want to send you out into the battlefield unarmed. So, you know, I mean, it's not a battlefield. There's beautiful girls in the shopping malls and streets, but still, you're going to be very well. You're going to be well versed in what to do. Okay, and there's not that much to learn either. Okay? There's very few things to learn. You just need to do the right things. I will then wing you through your sessions. Okay, so through the program, I will wing you through your sessions, and after your approaches, we will be going back and forth debriefing, and I'll be giving you tasks for the next approach. And essentially what you will get with this is you'll get a level of progress that's 10x what you would ever be able to do alone, okay? Because you'll be able to iterate, and I'll have you iterating after every single approach. Yeah? So your level of progress is going to be so rapid. It can be very difficult to iterate alone, okay? And I've seen guys who haven't got the proper training, don't know what they're doing, and I've seen them and I just watch them and I go, that's just lambs to the slaughter. All that's going to happen is their self-esteem, like sometimes an all right guy, their self-esteem is going to go into the toilet. This is why I, as somebody who had a decade in nightlife, like a lot of experience, you can see it on some of the other videos I've talked about in my channel, plus 4 years of club promotion, as I just mentioned earlier on. That's why I still went and trained with someone who has a more than a decade long background from literally childhood in performance and street performance. Okay, so to actually learn this skill set. Okay, so it definitely takes something unusual, yeah, for us Western guys anyway. Yeah, we have to break out. Okay, so we need guidance, right? And you'll just basically have me in your corner. Okay, this is the other thing as well, is the sheer isolation and the sheer solitude and brutal loneliness you feel when you're going out to do one of the most socially and emotionally challenging things you've ever fucking done. Yeah, and you're going out alone to do that. Yeah, you're going out alone. I mean, does it get any fucking worse than that? Yeah, you want to have maximum backup there, right? Yeah, you want everybody there. You want the whole tribe there. You want your school teacher there cheering you on, right? But that's not what happens for a lot of guys. And maybe if you do have mates, they wouldn't get it anyway, you know, or maybe they just insult you for even trying. Okay, so this is why you have the wing bro. This is why the wing bro gets it. Yeah, and you know, I'm seasoned. Like, I've just done a session here in Galleria Mall. Yeah, I don't need to do sessions anymore, really, but I do. I'm still doing them. I just did 3 today, just picked my shots, and actually in one of them, a very beautiful girl, a 3-set, and the one I liked, she was very beautiful. Her boyfriend actually came over, a big hench Serbian guy came over in the middle of the set, and then I chatted to him, had some banter with him. These are the things, that's actually very rare, but these are the things that can happen, right? So I am okay, I'm not just some guy who sat on the sideline talking about what I did 20 years ago. 40 minutes ago I was in set, yeah? So my database is very current with all of this. So yeah, so you're in good hands basically. And as I said on a previous video, you can book in a call with me. I'll put the link below. But even if you're not ready to do that, just please comment in the comment section, because I really don't want people suffering this alone. Okay? It's a brutal private battle that people go through on this. It's a brutal private battle that people go through on this, and I just don't think you want to go through it alone. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, so the Wing Bro program is there, it's ready, and I'm taking enrollments at the moment. So we've got like kind of rolling programs going on each month. I'm limited obviously on space because I'm a full-time online worker anyway. And the other question I want you to ask yourself, brother, is if not now, when? If not soon, when? When is this going to be addressed? Or are you just going to wait forever? Are you just going to wish and want forever and never have any control? And it's always up to blind random luck and you're just wishing and hoping and wanting, and we all know that doesn't really work. Okay, do you want to be the guy who's actually like designing his own destiny, or the guy who's sitting on the side just like in the background, he's a wallpaper, right? So when, brother, when? If not now, when? Or if not soon, when? Depending on your age, that's an open question. But at a certain point in time, you've got to start to take control, in my opinion. And it's an important area of life. It's an important area of life. There was a point last year, actually, when I was traveling, and there was a point where I kind of hit liftoff, and things were going really well in the daytime now, and I had so many options, and it was almost like I had to narrow it down to 2 and then down to 1. And I was thinking, I went through a strange few evenings of sadness, and I was happy for myself, but I felt sad because I thought, I can't even take all these girls. There's literally like dozens. I can only take 1, right? And I'm thinking to myself, but what about all the other guys? What about all the other great guys who are out there, who haven't unlocked this skill? Yeah, who could be with one of these girls or a girl like that? Yeah? And instead they're not. Instead they're at home. They're wishing, they're wanting, they're waiting. The girl's just there waiting for the Prince Charming, and the two aren't connecting. In this incredible, explosive, romantic, or at the very least cute, even if it goes badly, but you still get the girl. It's still cute, isn't it? It's still a great memory. And so I had a few nights where I was thinking, wow, yeah, what about everybody else out there? Like, there are so many good guys, and maybe you're one of them. It's just like, they haven't made it happen. They've got so much to offer, but they haven't made it happen. And because they don't have the skills, they're alone, whatever it is. And so that's what Wing Bro's here to change. So I will leave it there, boys. Peace, love. Josefsky. Do not suffer in silence. Leave me a comment. And just let me know what you're thinking. Let me know where you're at.